Hello students, let us discuss about a new chapter, squares and square roots. Today we shall know some important things regarding these squares and square roots. Look at this square. You know the object square, no? In geometrical meaning, a square is all four sides are equal and all angles is equal to 90 degree. Is a square. Is it properties of square? In the last chapter we discussed about the properties of quadrilaterals. In that one we discussed about the properties of squares here. So among this here side, if side length is a, breadth is also a here. Length and breadth are same in measure in the square. Therefore area of square is given by side into side, means it is equal to a into a. A into a is a square. Area of square is equal to a square, small a square. Here a is called square number of a here. A is called square number of small a, because a can be represented as small a square. No, that's why a is a perfect square of a here. What do you mean by a perfect square number now? From this discussion we can say this as, if any natural number m can be expressed as m is equal to n square, where n is also a natural number, then m is called a perfect square number. Did you understand? If any natural number m can be expressed as m is equal to n square, where n is also a natural number, then m is called a perfect square number. Look at this table. You can understand more here. I found the squares, that is squares of 1 to 10. Squares of natural numbers 1 to 10 here. Here 1 into 1, 1 square is 1, 2 into 2, 2 square is 4, 3 into 3, 3 square is 9, 4 into 4, 4 square is 16, 5 into 5, 5 square is 25. Similarly, I went on. Okay, up to 100, that is 10 square. The numbers, you can see here the numbers 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, etc. are perfect square numbers. Here in the last column, no? 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 4, that is 64, 81, 100. These are all perfect square numbers. Not only these, we can get the square numbers like this only by taking the product of a natural number itself. Okay, it means you have to, you write the square numbers between 30 to 50 and observe here what we can come to know. You see I am marked in the red ink, no? You see that one? The digits present in the unit place of square numbers are, you can observe, either 1, 0, 4, 5, 6 or 9. So other than these numbers there will be no perfect square. They are not perfect squares here. If you don't see the numbers or digits 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9 in the unit place of any number, those are all non-perfect square numbers. Okay. So the numbers which are 2, 3, 7 or 8 are not ends with unit place of square numbers. Okay. Any square number means they are end with either 0 or 1 or 5 or 6 or 9 here. Okay. That you have to remember, first point. Next, observe this. Here also natural numbers I took and square of the numbers I took. Okay. To identify the unit place of the given perfect square number, it is very easy. This will help us. Look at this. If a number has 1 or 9 in the unit place, then its square ends in 1. If 1 is present in the unit place of any square number, means that number's unit place will be either 1 or 9 here. You can see 1 ones are 1, 9 nines are 81. Those two are ends with 1. Perfect square numbers. Those two square numbers are ends with 1 here. You just go for by finding the squares of 20 to 30 or 30 to 20, 11 to 20, 20 to 20, 21 to 30. You can observe that one. You find those, you take any square number, find the unit place, you can observe this one. If a number has 1 or 9 in the unit place, then its square ends with 1. If a perfect square number ends with 6, then the number whose square will be either 4 or 6 in its unit place. You can see there. 2 2s are 4, 8 8s are 64. Or you can observe here, 4 4s are 16, 6 6s are 36, 4 4s are 16, 6 6s are 36. That means if the square number ends with 6, then the number whose square will be either 4 or 6 in its unit place. You see, 4, 6. Okay. Now you go for one more thing. Observe this. If a square number ends with 5, then the number whose square will be 5 itself in its unit place. Means if 5 is there in any square number, any number, then its unit square ends with 5 only. There is no other number. You can see. If 6 is present in the unit place of the given perfect square number, then the unit place of its square root will be either 4 or 6. That is, you see that one. 6 6 is 36. 4 4s are 16. Okay, that is the one. It is same as second point. If 9 is the unit place of any perfect square number, then the unit place of its square number will be either 3 or 7. You see, 9 is there means, you see, 3 3s are 9, 7 7s are 49. Either 3 or 7. Okay. These points you have to remember. It is very helpful to identify the perfect square numbers. If 0 is present in the unit place of any perfect square number, then the unit place of its square number will be 0 only. You see, 10 10s are 100, no? In the 10 unit place is 0, 100 also unit place is 0. Similarly, 25 is there, no? In the 25 unit place is 5, 5 is also there. Similarly, 625. 625 is the square of 25. Okay, you can observe 5 is present in the both the numbers in the unit place. Okay, so that you have to remember. Now, understand what are triangular numbers. What are triangular numbers? You may see in your 7th standard. What are triangular numbers? Numbers whose dot patterns can be arranged as triangle are called as triangular number. For example, you see this dot pattern of these numbers here. 1. In the second pattern, 3 dots are there. In the third pattern, 6. Okay. In the fourth pattern, 10 dots are there. Those are all triangular patterns. Dot pattern seems to be a triangle, no? So such numbers are called as triangular numbers. For example, 1, 3, 6, 10, 15. So these are called triangular numbers. Now how to get the square number? There are so many ways we can get the square numbers here. So let us discuss about those things here. For the first item, adding triangular numbers, we can get the square numbers. You see here, successive square numbers, triangular numbers, we can get square numbers now. You see 1 square is 1, of course, 1 is equal to 1 square. Now 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 is a perfect square number, which is 2 square, no? And 3 plus 6 you consider. Successive 2 squares you have to add. And that is a successive 2 triangular numbers you have to add. You will get a square number. 3 plus 6 again, you see. 9 is the square of 3. Again 6 plus 10, 16 is the square of 44. 4 here. Similarly you can get. You see here second way how we can get the square numbers. The numbers between two consecutive square numbers. You have to know about this because you have to find the non-perfect square numbers between two squares in the next discussion. That's why. So observe here. Write the natural numbers. I wrote natural numbers from 1 to 25 here. 1 to 25. Okay. Natural numbers from 1 to 25. 1, 2, 3, 4. Counting numbers. Between those, we found the square numbers. No? 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. Now observe 1 and 4. Between 1 and 4, there are two non-perfect square numbers. That is 2 and 3. Is it? Again, between 4 and 9, there are 4 non-perfect square numbers. That is 5, 6, 7 and 8. 4 are there. 2, 4, 6, 8, like this only this will goes. Again, between 9 and 16, there are 6 perfect non-perfect square numbers. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. Between 16 and 25, again there are 8 non-perfect square numbers. That is 17, 18, 16, 20, 21, 22, 23 and 24. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. That is not 16, that is 18. 19, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 and 24. Like this only it will goes. Now by observing this, how many non-perfect square numbers will be present between two square numbers we can generalize here. That is in the first pattern, that is first way, 2 into 1, 2 into 2, 2 into 3, 4, 2 into 4. By go on like this, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 is common. Okay, that is 2n number of non-square numbers will be present between any two perfect square numbers. We can generalize here. That means there are 2n non-perfect square numbers between the squares of numbers n and n plus 1. Okay, that you have to remember here. So this is these are all the points that you have to remember for this session. Okay, in the next chapter or in the next unit, that is session, we will discuss about the more pattern of numbers, the perfect numbers here. Okay, study these things, remember. Let us discuss more about it in the next class. Thank you.